on. Just to, I'm going to mix it up with a pick here. I'm going to say Mexican America takes it and retains the tag team titles.
Ouch! Come on, man. Come on now.
Tell us why. Tell us why.
There you got to respect the freedom of opinion. This is Canada and the U.S.
Of course. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so you wanted to ask him something about that, didn't you?
There is. I'm just curious from this standpoint, do you feel as though the Mexican America versus Ink Ink angle, does it push any kind of racial buttons in your eyes?
Me?
Yeah.
None at all. None at all. Like, because for one, I'm not a racist person. I mean, I hate everybody equally, but that's, I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not really a racist person. I think the majority of my mindset going into Turning Point is this is my big comeback from being injured, and this is what it's all come down to. Because I'm gonna make a promise on this pre-show for Turning Point right now. Since it's Veterans Day weekend, for the troops, if we, Ink Inc., do not walk out of Turning Point with the TNA World Tag Team Championships, I'm going to walk away from TNA.
You have to take it. You have to do it this weekend. If there is a time, the time is now, man.
If we lose, I will walk away.
Yeah.
That is throwing down the gun. That's a bold statement, Jesse.
Yeah, hey, I am the honest, most truthful person you'll ever meet, and I say what I mean and what I think. I do not hide it. I do not whisper it. I do not beat around the bush. Nothing, man.
So how did you and Shannon Moore get together originally as Ink Inc.?
Do what?
How did you and Shannon Moore get together originally and decide
That's
the team?
actually a funny story. Well, I don't know. I think it's funny. Shannon Moore came in with Jeff Hardy, the January 4th show, the special show.
Yeah.
And he come in, I already had my mohawk and tattoos and everything, and then I see him pull up in that Ferrari of theirs, and I'm like, I see him get out, and everything just fell to the ground for me. I'm like, well, there goes me. You know what I mean? I'm getting pushed back. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But you know what? I stuck to my guns, and I held my breath, basically, and held on for the ride. And me and Shannon actually got to talking, and we got along right from the start. And he actually proposed to me because he's seen that I was new in the business and stuff like that, and he wanted to take me under his wing to take the next step in professional wrestling. And of course, I'm like, dude, I was at WrestleMania 24. Okay, I know it's the other company, but I was there when you were in the Battle Royal, for crying out loud. That's something. Like, I've watched him since, I know he's going to hate me for saying this, but 3 Count.
back when he was a pretty boy, before the tattoos and all that.
His little pretty boy going to the colleges singing his little girly songs. But he was cute. He was cute. But anyways, he came to me and asked me that, and I right off the bat, I'm like, it would be an honor and a privilege. And ever since we've started tagging up, man, it was just we just full throttle ahead, man. We're gonna see what we can do together.
The great thing about Ink Inc. is one thing that you guys have is just the visual. I mean, you look at both of you, and you literally, some guys have to dress up to look alike. You guys just look alike.
Yeah, and that was the other thing too, that we're kind of two ends of the spectrum, as they would say, I guess, because he has his dilly gaff attitude, and I still have my military attitude, but we kind of come together with our look and our new attitude, basically, because, and it's not just, who gives but it's to show people that you can step outside of that box, that the norm, basically, that you can color your hair or have a mohawk or get tattoos, don't go to church on Sunday every Sunday. You can do what you want to do as long as you do it right and you're a good person about it and stuff like that. You have every right to do that, and that's what we try to represent.
Continuing along with the Turning Point card, we have Matt Morgan versus Crimson, the undefeated streak on the line.
Two big men.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Crimson.
Is that right? Is any particular reason?
Not really. I'm just not a fan of Crimson. I just don't like him. Don't get me wrong. I have the utmost respect for him, as because he's a veteran too. Actually, he was in the military.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, and this goes with, because my very first match was against Matt Morgan. And, of course, he kicked my face in where I couldn't feel my face for over a week. It was all numb because his boot just, implanted into my face. But Matt Morgan has, always been cool with me and stuff like that. And I don't know, that Crimson has a little bit of attitude to him. I don't know. You'll see. I believe it'll, I don't know, it might come out this Sunday. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe it's too much too soon for him, but he's undefeated. I think that streak will continue on Sunday at Turning Point, and I'm going to have to give it to Crimson.
Real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's another thing about Crimson. My point of view is you got to earn what you get in the wrestling business. And he hasn't earned that winning streak, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
He needs to get beat down. And granted, he hasn't met that person apparently yet to beat him down. This Sunday, Matt Morgan might be up to the test. We'll see.
Are you saying he has to learn respect?
I'll be ready next week.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm actually going to have to go with the winning streak continuing and Crimson taking this one.
I feel like we have to be reading between the lines here, a little bit of, remorse for Crimson. But
I think that Jesse's trying to telegraph something for us in the future. We're going to see what happens.
Yeah, we'll have to move on to the next match, though. Rob Van Dam versus Christopher Daniels. They faced each other last week on Impact. Now they're going to be facing off with the stipulation of no disqualification.
From a personal standpoint, this is a match I cannot wait to see. Two guys who are just artists in the ring, and you put the no DQ in there. You let the chains off of RVD to let him do what he's best at doing, and this match is going to be great. The winner really doesn't matter to me so much. Quality of the match is going to be great, but just in terms of picks, I'm going to say RVD takes it.
Yeah, I actually have no idea which way it's going to go because, like you said, these two guys have been up and down the block many, many times, and they've released them. It's a no disqualification. They can do whatever they want. It's going to be insane. You're most likely going to see stuff that you ain't never seen before. This might be the match of the night on Sunday.
I think it's building towards the Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles feud continuing on, so I would have to go with Daniels getting the win here against RVD and then having some type of play into the main event between Bobby Roode and AJ Styles. But we'll get into that a little bit later on. First off, we have TNA's television title, Eric Young, my good friend and fellow Canadian, facing off against Robbie E.
This is, Robbie E is a character obviously spun off of Jersey Shore reality TV, something I personally can't stand. So I'm not a huge fan. I am a fan of Eric Young. I think he's a very entertaining character and a good guy.
Very funny, yeah.
So I'm hoping Eric Young retains the title because gold around Robbie E will just make him more Jersey E.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. Like I said, ever since I was in TNA, me and Eric Young has always got along, and in the ring, it's crazy what he can do and come up with, and just all-around entertainment, man. He is just in, out of the ring, backstage, in the ring, on the road, anything. This guy is entertaining. He is funny as hell.
The X Division Championship is on the line as it's going to be Austin Aries defending against Kid Cash and Jesse Sorensen.
Very interesting. I mean, X Division almost never fails to deliver. Sorensen is relatively new and trying to make his mark. I would like to see Kid Cash take it, even though he's a veteran. Always been a huge fan.
Yep, I feel the same way with Kid Cash because I believe he's earned it. He's been up and down the road, like I said before, but this guy, he's laid his mark on the business, and he definitely deserves this title. Bad guy, good guy, I don't even see that. He's just all around more entertaining and more talented, I believe.
Kid Cash is one of the innovators of the X Division. He was one of the original X Division champions back in the early days of TNA, and he's been wrestling for 20 years, and pretty much every organization has had so many great matches. And I'd love for Kid Cash to win, but my Riders pick has got to go with Austin Aries retaining in this one. Knockouts title match, it's going to be Velvet Sky defending against the returning Gail Kim, who's shown a new side to her personality, a side that I've never seen before.
Gail Kim is coming. You know what? I think that comes off of probably several years of frustration at getting her checks from another address and another company. I think this match, if Gail can carry it, will be very interesting for a knockouts match, and hopefully they can milk it a little bit and have Velvet Sky retain and have this go a little bit longer than just one match.
Yeah, that would be nice because she did just come in from another company, and I would like to see more from her. And and I don't care where people have come from or been or whatever. I feel that if you're in a new company, you need to earn what you're there for. And of course, she's been in our company before, but I would like to see Velvet and Gail go at it more than just this pay-per-view. And hopefully, they build it up, and hopefully they can make something crazy. Because the knockouts, they do crazy stuff. They go above and beyond anyways every time they're out there. Well, most of them. and this match, I definitely see them going above and beyond.
This is a transitional pay-per-view, in that this could be the genesis of a lot of feuds for the future.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely looks like it. It definitely can be that. But in Ink Ink's case, it's going to be the end.
Nice. Or the beginning as the new tag team champion.
The beginning for us, definitely.
Yeah.
Exactly. The end of the Mexicans, the beginning of Ink Ink.
I sure hope so. I'm looking forward to you guys hopefully winning those tag team titles. But lastly, the main event of the evening is for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. It's Bobby Roode against AJ Styles. AJ's got that ankle injury. I don't know if you've had a chance to speak with AJ at all, of what his status is, but knowing him, he's probably going to tough it out and wrestle Bobby on Sunday. But I got to go with Bobby Roode. He's the new TNA champion. I think he's going to keep it.
Yeah, I'm against that one there. Just like you said, AJ, he's definitely going to still step foot in the ring no matter injury or not. But ever since I came into this company, he has shown me what I would like to become. He is one of the top 5 wrestlers in my book across the board in all of the world. I don't even care what company you go into. AJ is top 5. He is amazing what he does in the ring. He can bring people up to his level and just beat the living crap out of them. And Bobby Roode is the same way. I've wrestled Bobby Roode plenty of times, and he brings it every time. So this match is definitely going to be one to watch.
I don't disagree. So what you're saying is you don't think the injury will affect the match in any way?
Not with AJ, no.
Cool. If that's the case, then, I mean, like you said, and I've been saying the same thing for years, AJ is one of the all-time greats, easily one of the top 5 in the world right now. And against Bobby Roode, who's relatively up and coming, but is the TNA World Champion right now. Obviously, the backstory with James Storm, I have a feeling Storm will get involved in this match in some way, shape, or form.
I think Daniels will get involved, Christopher Daniels.
It could be. But, Storm, after having seen what happened on Impact, being left in a pool of his own blood, with Roode stealing the victory, I think that's going to lead into the main event.
Yeah, Storm's definitely not going to take that laying down. And I seen that, and I was there, and I was shocked. And Turning Point, Storm's not going to take it laying down. And I would not be surprised if you see him.
We've got Kid Cash versus Austin Aries versus Jesse Sorensen for the X Division title. Ink Ink and Toxin versus Mexican America and Sarita for the TNA World Tag Team titles. Good luck, Mr. Neal. TNA Knockouts title, Velvet Sky versus Gail Kim in the World Heavyweight Championship. Bobby Roode versus AJ Styles. That happens this Sunday on pay-per-view. TNA presents Turning Point. Jesse, thank you very much for joining us this morning. It was just a tremendous story. It was great to speak with you.
Oh, no problem, brother. Anytime. It's an honor, especially to be having my voice heard in Canada. Man, it's definitely an honor. Thank you.
I tip my hat to you and all the men and women who have served over the years.
Appreciate that. We all do. Trust me. Thank you.